You might be a king or a little street sweeper, but sooner or later you dance with the Reaper.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world, the brand new isometric action RPG from the creators of Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World, titled Blighted. And I liked and covered and streamed the previous two titles, so I'm hoping this one is awesome as well. Now, if you didn't know, I was on vacation for 7 days with my family, did some traveling. It was really, really nice. And when I came back, I had to get caught up on Grinding Gear Games and live stream for their new League announcement. We watched the 2-hour Summer Game Fest live stream. We watched the Xbox Showcase. Hundreds, it felt like, of new trailers and games. And after everything we watched, I came up with 6 games that were basically added to my wish list. And at the end of the video, I will go through those 6 games. But this video is really around the new action RPG Blighted. And we're going to check out the new trailer and talk about this game. But first, and huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Boot.dev. Now, if you don't know about Boot.dev, right now they are trying to tackle one of the hardest problems in programming: boredom. And I get bored very, very easily.
Squirrel!
Now, you might not know this about me, but I have never coded anything in my life until now. I have beaten the tutorial and I am now on to variables. So far, my favorite feature on boot.dev is the solution button. Being new to this, there's nothing more frustrating when you hit a wall and not knowing what to do, and boot.dev is there to hold your hand, which is great. Learn back-end web development from start to finish: Python, Go, JavaScript, TypeScript, SQL, and C. And again, they're trying to cure your boredom, which means you're going to get achievements, you're going to get quests, you're even going to have boss fights with boot.dev. The best way to learn to code is building real projects, and that was what we are currently doing. I'm building a game called Fantasy Quest. Go to boot.dev and try courses right now for free. Then use my code ActionRPG to get 25% off your first year if you choose the annual plan. Huge shout out to boot.dev for sponsoring today's video. We are now on the official Steam page for Blighted, and this game is developed and published by Drinkbox Studios. Listen to this. Battle your way through psychedelic Western nightmares to reclaim the memories of your people in this action RPG from the creators of Guacamelee. Harness the power of the deadly reality-altering Blight and unveil the mysteries of a twisted world. Now, some people love this animation style, some people hate it. I really, really enjoy it. I think it looks good, it's vibrant, it's very colorful and bright. But more than anything else, games with this animation style normally run flawlessly, which I love. You normally never have to deal with any performance issues. Single player, shared split screen co-op, remote play together, and family sharing, of course, with full controller support. Enjoy the brand new 90-second unveiled trailer of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations, until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see. Pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
So now let's talk a little bit about Blighted. We are back on the Steam page, which by the way is linked in the description. And I should probably say at this point in the video, Drinkbox Studios did not pay me to make this video. Again, we were watching Summer Game Fest. This one stuck out to me and it made it onto my wish list. All right, game features. This is how they describe Blighted. Intense combat. Combat in Blighted is nuanced and deadly. Carefully time your attacks to weave through enemies, chain together combos, and perform powerful finishers. And again, just like the last video I made on Abomination Vaults for Pathfinder, I always want, like, the first thing I want to look at in these style of games is tinkering. How many different skills, how many different combinations? Is everybody playing the exact same thing? Does everybody look alike? Or can you actually make a lot of different builds? We're going to have to wait and see for this one. Harness your Blight. The player's Blight serves as a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the player, and the world around them. And they have an example here. You'll see that I'm guessing this is a non-blighted enemy and player. And on the right-hand side, you have the player and the enemy is stronger and actually works differently when they are all blighted up, I guess. Consume memories. This is you're going to be eating brains, I guess. Absorb the brains of defeated bosses to gain their memories and become more powerful and blighted. Widen your skill set, opening up new paths. Now, when I read this, based upon what I was just saying, I am hoping that when you defeat bosses, this is how your character levels up or gets access to new skills or different paths for that character. Again, we are looking for a large variety of skill customization. Unlock masteries. Pay careful attention while exploring to unlock many deep secrets in the Blighted world. That's kind of interesting. They use the word exploring. Normally in these games, it's a very linear path. It's not like open world where there's a lot of exploring to do. So maybe they're going to be opening up the maps. Surreal characters and environments. Explore vibrant, psychedelic landscapes and meet bizarre creatures on your journey. Co-op multiplayer. Play through the adventures with a friend via drop-in and drop-out co-op multiplayer. That is very, very cool. And then they've got a haunting original score for the game. So that's what we know right now for Blighted. When you go to the Steam page, it looks like release date 2026. No playable demo right now. And again, when you see planned release date, is that like 1.0 release? Are we going to get early access prior? Are we at least going to get a demo? I would hope that we get a demo to try out a little bit of this game. So that's what we know right now on Blighted. Now, I promised at the beginning of the video, I would show everybody the games that were added to my wish list. Check this out. Game number one, and these aren't in any particular order. I'm sure you guys are going to get a kick or laugh at me for some of the games that I selected, is Game of Thrones War for Westeros. Now, you may not know this, but RTS was my first love before action RPGs, playing Red Alert, playing StarCraft, sinking thousands of hours into those titles. So anytime I see a Tempest Rising, anytime I see a Dawn of War remaster or a Stormgate, I get excited about new RTS. And this trailer came out of nowhere. This is a brand new single-player online PvP, online co-op RTS based upon Game of Thrones. And anytime I see this, it's like, oh, you know, is this actually going to be good? A lot of people are excited for it. Some people are saying they might turn it into a 4X game, which I hope they don't. But added to my wish list, which I plan on watching, is the new Game of Thrones RTS. Game number two, and yes, you could start laughing now. Just know that I have 4 children, is Nicktoons and the Dial of Destiny. Now, before you all start unsubscribing, just know that this game is an isometric action RPG with online co-op based upon the Nicktoons characters, which supposedly they're going to have like a bunch of. Yes, watch. You can see SpongeBob here literally doing spin to win. Look at this. Spin to win. So anyways, this is a new action RPG. I almost made my own video on this. Like, it almost got its own video. And then I decided, no, we'll wait for more information. A lot of people don't know that Minecraft Dungeons is a very popular action RPG. And it looks like Nickelodeon wants to hopefully cash in the action RPG arena with their SpongeBob. I'm sorry, it's not SpongeBob. SpongeBob's in the trailer. It is a Nicktoons and the Dial of Destiny. Maybe good for families or people with youngsters that want to get their kids into action RPGs. This made it onto my wish list. Moving on to the next game that is kind of silly, but I love Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I don't know if anybody ever played boxing games. The art style on Felt That Boxing, it was just... a lot of people were making fun of me on this when we were watching the live stream. They're like, wow, you've got really, really weird taste. I just love seeing stuff that's original. And you might say, oh, this isn't original, you know, it's just a different animation style. I don't know. I find it original. When you're actually watching the trailer and you see some of the gameplay, you can't tell what's cinematic and what's gameplay, which is so cool. These are the actual fights right here. Look at this. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but felt that boxing made it onto my wish list. Okay, next, Mecha Break. I've got a good friend, channel leader, Tech, who loves mech combat, and this new trailer dropped of the new Mecha Break coming 1.0. This is July 1st. Yeah, I believe, 1.0. So Mecha Break made it on to my wish list as well for anybody that likes mech combat. I'm Italian, actually more Sicilian. Next game is Mafia: The Old Country. This thing looks ridiculous. Just the music, the voice acting, the visuals. I don't know. This made it onto my wish list as well. I played the old Mafia game, driving through the city. A lot of fun. I got a feeling this is going to be an awesome game. And then last but not least, Game 6 is Blighted that we covered today. So those are the 6 games that made it onto my wish list. Game of Thrones RTS, Nicktoons Action RPG, Felt That Boxing, Mecha Break, Mafia: The Old Country, and Blighted. So now you know my, I guess, kind of weird taste. That's the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Huge shout out to boot.dev for sponsoring today's video. I really, really appreciate it. And you'll see the link for it in the description.
Exactly.
Don't forget to check out actionrpg.com, my newly launched alpha website. We have a new event calendar. We've got a new team section. Last Epoch D4 and PoE tours coming online. actionrpg.com. Hopefully it takes us into the future. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are 500 subs away from 100,000.
So
I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something.
And June 1st.
Out.